So if the Smiley Bridge required a considerable amount of jumping, what is Jumpy going to require? It's all red. But, okay. If this level is all red, then how much red is there going to be in the level that by the same creator called Red? That's something to think about. No music, though. And this won't be an easy jump. Although now I might want to put the slowdown ability to use. If I can. Picky jumps. What? Okay, you just gotta keep running. Very well. With a question mark in my voice. At least I know there's a save right there now. And the third part's easy. This part, not so much. Just gotta keep running. It's like in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, where people say you gotta keep walking. Same time, you gotta be able to make that jump. Pretty sure I can make it to the save, though. No matter how many tries it takes, I will get there. Even after going backwards in stupidity so many times. Maybe it's supposed to have a hellish feel to it. It's hard to time myself on the platform right there. At least for the second one, I know they're all jumps you can just barely make. So the timing is predictable. See? Sort of. Hate this. At least there are no enemies here. Otherwise, this would be much harder. Not quite jumps you can just barely make, but quite close to it. That one's probably a jump I can just barely make. Really, though. If they were jumps that you could just barely make, then this would probably be impossible to beat, legit. Thanks for the save. Thanks for such an awkwardly tiny platform. Thanks for such awkwardly tiny platforms. Talk about Kaizo. Well, it's probably not going to get to the point where I do the exact same thing over and over, but I'm going to come pretty close to it. Maybe to the extent that I do this all in one video, no matter how long it's going to be. Whether it takes more than one Cam Studio segment. Still got a lot of trouble with these narrow platforms. That's probably about as narrow as can get in 3 of those consecutive ones. And that one small one on the right. Probably has to do with them being on the tops of ledges or something. That works. Okay, that's just silly. Literally, they're just 1 pixel wide. I think they're 1 pixel. But either way, that is just silly. Who in the right idea would make them exactly 1 pixel wide? Not me. I would stick with... The least I would go is half a tile. You just don't know when to stop when you really do have to be pixel perfect. Some of you on YouTube, I don't even know if you can see them. You can see these ones, probably, because of the outlines. But you probably can't see those 3 right there. Don't breathe. And that was the easiest one. This one, just because I'm used to it. I'm not going to complain about this part, though. This might be worth... Nah, it's not. I can just go slowly if I wanted to go down there. Like that. And now we've got 5 1-pixel platforms. 5. He wouldn't make it harder, though, would he? So close! Nearly got that one, though. And this one's hopefully no problem. Relatively. These are good. Those are good. 1 pixel wide, though, is never good. Until there's an equivalent of save stating for Knytt Stories, as opposed to just save point. I gotta remember, there is a platform down there. There's probably no easy way to get from one small platform to another when it's high up. And, let alone, you have to just barely make that jump. But I do think I can beat this. It's all one color anyway, so it should go easy on my cam studio. When I tried the Knytt story called The Healer, there was at one point when it was all black. And another Knytt story that I plan to upload in the Cam Studio file for pixeled. Because they were single pixels, file size as the AVI itself was actually quite small. Okay. Imagine yourself standing on not a tightrope, but okay. I expect tightropes to be wide enough to hold your foot, but something just wide enough for your toe, maybe. Imagine playing that Mario Party minigame tightrope jump with a rope that's only 1/5 as wide. That would be insane. Not to mention that the rope still moves. In this case, it doesn't move, but the friction is insane. I'm honestly hoping that the most recent screen I've encountered. I am hoping that this one is pretty much the last challenge. You might as well just keep moving, I suppose. I still expect the file size to be quite small for this. Yeah, I'll stick with the theory of just keep moving. I still say music would have been nice. Probably not from the original Knytt Stories, but maybe one from a video game. It's probably kind of epic. Oh my. Okay, that was easy enough. And sarcasm.